Hello, today I'm going to take you through how to use Invoicely platform. So if you have already created an account, you click on this login button, it will take you to the login page. If you don't have an account already, just click on the sign up and then you can put your first name, last name, and other details and click create. Now it will send you a verification email. If you can't find the verification email, it might be in the spam folder or a junk folder. So just have a look, because without verification, you won't be able to use the platform. Once you have created your account, you can click sign in and you can navigate to the dashboard, where you can see all your business dashboard and quick access. And then in settings, which is one of the most important features, you can set up your company name, business address, and contact details. You can also add local bank details and invoice settings. These are really important because this is where you can set up your default payment currency. You can change it according to wherever you want, and you can also set up your default tax percentage and your terms and conditions. And payment account is where you put your Stripe and PayPal configuration details. Account management is where you can delete your account if you ever want to. You can just click the delete account option and it will delete all the data. Okay, let's get started. I will get started with creating codes. To create a quote, you navigate to the code screen and click Create Quote. Then you select your client and you select your category. You can select your product and service, and you can add multiple lines if there is nothing set up in product and service. You can always enter random information. Take a look. As you can see, now I have received the email. If I click on the email, this is how the email looks like. It will have a PDF attachment and it will have an accept option. Once I click on the accept option, it will take me through this page. And if I click accept, it will convert my quote to an invoice, and the invoice gets automatically emailed to the client. So there is a lot of automation, so you don't have to manually do anything. So if I go here and go to the invoices, I should be able to see that invoice, which is this one, which has been converted from a quote. So here the code, if you go and look at the status, the quote has been accepted and converted. And if I want to view it, you can see all these details. You can download the PDF and you can resend it to client, and you can view the invoice with each attached to this quote. So let's talk about, and let's say this is how the client will receive the invoice. And if there is already PayPal or Stripe integrated, like you have already done the setup, then they can click on the Pay by Stripe or Pay by PayPal option, and then they can put the details and make the payment. Payment. Let's say if they don't pay by PayPal or Stripe, you always have the option to mark it as manually paid by clicking this option. Always have the option to mark it as manually paid by clicking this option. Like it will mark it as paid. So now if you go to the invoice, it's changed the status to paid. You can also mark it as unpaid if you want to. So let's say you mark it as paid by accident. Now, if I go to the client screen, this is how you create the client. You can add the client, you can put your client details, and you can just click Create Client. That will create it, or you can download the template and update the template with bulk information, and then upload the template. Please make sure you follow the template standard and upload it, because it will upload it directly to this. And if you want to delete anything, you can just click delete. Same for supplier. If you click supplier and click add supplier, you'll be able to add supplier. You also have the same scenario, like download the template and upload the CSV. Same for products. You can download the template and upload the CSV, and you can also have the option to edit. And then you have the purchase order screen where you raise the purchase order. If you go to Purchase Order screen and click Create Purchase Order, you can select your supplier, you can select your category, and then you can select issue date, due date, and put a description. The description, just put what you like, and I'll just put right by 5,000. You can add multiple lines by clicking Add Lines, and you can also put discount if it's accepted. And then you can create Purchase Order. By default, it will be in draft and pending status. You do have the option to automatically approve the purchase order if you click on this and approve the PO, or you can send it to the supplier and then they can decide if they want to accept it or not. Let's want to add make it 50,000 and accept with modification and put some notes and submit. Then that will be done. So if I go to the system and refresh, the PO, I can see it's reviewed and pending. And if I click on view, it should take me and I should be able to see the changes. So the amount has increased and I can see the comments and notes. And I can either approve or I can resend it for review again. In that case, they will be able to review. In this case, I'm going to approve. I will just click approve, and then I have the option to mark it as paid manually. If it is paid, then it will be paid. So let's see. So it's paid and the pronoun, it's similar scenario in the income. And that's when screen you can create new and then attach attachments and you can create the expense. You do have the option to download a template and bulk import, and you can also manually adjust the status by selecting something and you can change it. Same for the income screen, you can download the template or you can manually create it. You can download and import the template. It's the same for chart of accounts, so everything will be linked to a chart of account. If you want to create your own chart of account, you can download the template and you can import it, or you can manually create it like this. And then in reconciliation, it's where you import your bank transactions. And if you want to match anything against any of the transactions in the system, you can do the matching here. So auto matching is where, let's say you import a bank transaction with their reference, which is linked to income, expense, or PO or invoice. Then if it matches with the system amount, it will auto match. Like you can see, these are the two transactions matched in my scenario. Here, you do have the option to download the Simply, and you can please make sure everything is in the right format. It will be deposit, withdrawal, the amount, the transaction date, and the description. And this is how you do it. Then you have API keys. If you ever wanted to connect with external platforms, you have the reports where you can run a bunch of reports. Let's run some of the reports, and it will show all the transactions. All the reports have export CSV, and it's all option. This is basically how to use Invoicely. Accounting made simple.